masters of speed. This is Formula One.
Welcome. It's Japan. It's the land of the rising sun. Absolutely love this circuit because it just ebbs and flows perfectly. It's what an old-fashioned circuit reminds me of. Obviously, I used to watch F1 many years ago. Yeah, it's 5 laps. It's another setup. Let's go. So, starting with George Russell. Unfortunately, because I don't do any qualifying, it's starting P8. Lights out. And away we go. Whilst this setup makes this car feel on rails, it's going to be extremely difficult to win from here. Not overly difficult, but I don't expect to win. It is quite bad with dirty air, and obviously with this many cars in front, overtaking opportunities around Japan are limited, really. I mean, you can overtake around Japan, of course you can. Going into the hairpin is one, and I probably sent that from way too far back on Alonso, but needs must. And I was lucky not to lose my front wing, to be honest, but it's the AI, right? As Alonso's trying to come back at me. But Japan, oh my god, what a circuit. It's definitely a driver's track, not a pad track, because obviously a lot of people use pad, as Alonso is, it's not Alonso, it's a Williams. I thought that was Alonso. Oh, Albon must have got past him. Yeah, it's definitely a driver's track, a wheel track, not a pad track. But it is what it is. Albon's still trying to get past. Right, let's go and try and get these guys. Maybe try and get Leclerc. And possibly Stroll.
Of spare energy, okay to use your overtake button. No tyre concerns at the moment, just focus on the driving.
It's really difficult to, like I said, to overtake, but you can overtake around here. I'm just concentrating, as I know the AI are a bit weird going into the spoon corner.
Nice work, mate, that brings you up a place.
2 in 1.
DRS now enabled. DRS enabled.
I think that should be enough for fastest lap, but it's not my best, I'm not gonna lie. I did a 28.7. Obviously was practicing and making sure the setup was fine. The problem is, like I said, with the circuit around Japan, if you ain't careful, you will absolutely just bin it. So it just concentrating a lot, as I don't want another repeat of what happened to me at Singapore. I reckon was it lap 3? Got a lap and a half before they turn into rocket ships. P2, I think. As you see, the tyres are looking good, looking really good. Hamilton lifted right off there. Gonna get Hamilton. See if I can't get Max into turn 1 as well, actually. Oh, the good thing is these are fighting, so Max cut me off. Right, okay, if I can stay with these now and get a really good exit out of the spoon corner down that back straight, I might be able to get all of them. The DRS straight is so short on this circuit. Like, what they should do is, I might give it a Max into the hip. What they should do is put another DRS straight. Oh, I did. I forced him. Forced that. That's bad. Yeah, they should put another DRS straight on the back straight leading into 130R. I think with these cars, I think they'd stick. Obviously, ground effect cars. If I can get Sainz now going into 130R, I will have DRS on Perez, and then if I can just stick with Perez until because they kind of take off after that corner, the last corner.
The final lap of the race. Final lap.
So I think if I can just stick with Perez now, I should be able to get him into the chicane. But as you can see, the AI, they dump all their battery last lap, and it's easier said than done, but we'll try. Going wide like that is not going to help the cause. There's some corners as well, the AI is so rapid out of, they just take off. And it doesn't seem to, they don't seem to have a limit either of where their battery gives up. Like a full lap around here, your battery usually is pretty much depleted by the time you get to the 130R. But the AI, I'm too far back. Too far back. No battery. P2 it is. That's not bad from P8. Another lap I would have had him, but I'll take P2. This has been Japan. Setups next. Do all that good stuff, guys. Hit the like button. Hit the subscribe button. Catch you in the next one.
The packed Japanese Grand Prix comes to an end, and a magnificent drive to take the win today. Well, Anthony Davidson, a resounding victory today, but what set them apart from the rest?
I think a large part of the result comes down to temperament. They were able to keep their heads when everyone around them was losing theirs, and that's allowed them to get the best out of the car to maximise
Red Bull
the strategy.
put up an outstanding fight for the front position today, and it's great to see it paid off for them. They do so much for the sports that you can't help but be delighted by today's race win. Some amazing talent out on the track today, but Anthony, who would you pick as your driver of the day?
Fernando Alonso, wherever he is, whatever team he's in, when is he not just brilliant? He'll give you a performance every time, just like he's done today.
Well, what an end to another fantastic weekend of racing. Thanks to everyone who joined us, and we'll see you for the next
The land of the rising sun then, the setup. I absolutely love Japan. It's an old-fashioned circuit. honestly, it flows. As long as the setup is right, it is perfect. So I've gone with 31 on the front, 29 on the rear, and trust me, it's as if the car is on rails. It's really good. It's for me anyway. Obviously, you guys will need to test it out, and you need to chop and change it to get it to suit you. But yeah, 31 on the front, 29 on the rear. Works really well. Transmission, 55% on, 52% off. Again, works well. Like this setup, like I said, it makes the car feel like it's on rails. It's so good. It really is. Obviously, if you're not happy with a 52 off diff, make sure you take it down. You guys, this is your setup at the end of the day, and don't be afraid to chop and change anything. Do a couple of laps. If the car doesn't feel right, change it back, and then start again. Just keep on. You know the drill. Right, left. It is what it is. It's exactly what it says on the tin. You don't need to do anything else with that. Suspension. I've gone with 28 on the front, 11 on the rear. Again, like I've said many times before, it seems to be the way to go with setting these cars up. It's just the way it is. I've gone with a stiffer anti-roll bar and a bit of a looser rear, but it really works well, especially with the hairpin and the long right-hander at turn 1, I think. So yeah, it's no dramas there. I've gone with 36 on the front ride height and then a 38 on the rear. However, if you go back and you watch the 5 lappers that preceded it, you will see that because it's an old-fashioned circuit, it's quite a bumpy circuit, and you will hear the car bottoming out, especially around Spoon, which is the right-hander just before the end of sector 2, the long straight and the 130R into the chicane just before the end. But yeah, you will hear that. Go and check out the 5 lappers if you want to see how it performed. So on the brakes, again, this only applies to those who run ABS off. 100% brake pressure, 56%. There's not very many heavy braking zones apart from the chicane, probably in sector 3. That's about it. That's probably the only heavy braking zone there is. You could probably get away with a bit more. I did find I was locking up a little bit, locking the rears into the hairpin. But yeah, chop and change the brake bias as you please. I mean, F1 drivers, real drivers, they chop and change the brake bias every single corner. It's never the same. But obviously it's a game, so we tend to just leave it where it is. Onto the tyres. This one was a bit of a surprise to me, and I say surprise because in previous games and iterations of the games, Japan was a tyre killer, especially temperature-wise, and this game really did, this circuit really did shock me. The tyres, they don't seem to overheat, which, it kind of baffled me. Yeah, the tyre pressures are quite low, especially on the rear, but with a front heavy loaded car, but an inverted setup, then it tends to really kill the front tyres. But I think it's a combination of not having very many heavy braking zones and just it's not increasing the temperature as much as it has done in the past. But that has been the Japan setup. You know the drill. I really hope it helps. Let me know in the comments what you think of it, whether it's good, bad, indifferent, and like I said, if a setup doesn't work for you, regardless of whether it's Japan, let me know. And if it doesn't work, let me know where you're struggling, and I will revisit the setup and try and come up with a better one for you. Do all that good stuff, like hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and I'll catch you in the next one. Take care. Peace.